Hello, you Mayhem Makers. I'm Mindy with Quilting Mayhem, and I'm back with that Big Woods block, the Sarah Filkey Sew Along, showing you how to do the machine applique. So I'm down to actually stitching onto the block. So I tried to make some shorter videos for you so it doesn't get too boring. Now keep in mind, I'm going to switch my camera around. I have already pulled up my bobbin thread. Whenever I do applique or quilting, I always pull that bobbin thread up so I don't have a lot of threads. Not that this will matter as much. Like if you forget, it's going to be on the underside of that block, but it's going to be inside the quilt. People aren't going to see it, but it's just something I do. It makes it a little cleaner. Hopefully you watched my last video where I showed you how to set up my machine because that's what we've got going on. So I just wanted to show you how it looks actually doing the applique. I am using the 34D foot, which has that dual feed enacted, so it acts like a walking foot. As long as it doesn't give me a lot of grief, which it shouldn't, I'm not going to bother to pull out my walking foot. That I use more for bigger projects. For this, I should be able to just use my dual feed and be able to stitch away. And remember, I do have a stabilizer underneath, so this block is ready to go. It is a raw edge applique, so keep that in mind. Edges aren't turned under, all of that. It is just a raw edge applique that we're doing with the machine. All right, so let's switch you around. So back on my 790 Pro, I have turned on my laser. This I haven't gotten to play with a lot, but I'm kind of excited. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't think the camera's going to catch it like it should. But what's really nice is the laser shows me exactly where that needle's going to land. So whether it's landing straight down or going in for that blanket stitch. Because a blanket stitch will do one stitch forward and then one stitch back and forth. All right, and I've got this 34D so I can follow the fabric here as I do that blanket stitch. And that's really all I'm doing, is just following it around. Once you get more comfortable, you can move a little quicker. But I'm just gonna slowly follow these curves and just use my hand to guide it. A little harder to do when you're also using your hand as a tripod, you know. But that's what we're doing. Let's see if I can turn it here. There we go. So you can see those stitches. Nice and pretty. I'd say pretty darn good for holding the camera in one hand and trying to stitch with the other. And just keep an eye on it. If you don't like the stitch length or the width, you can always change it early on and just work your way around until you're done. So I'm going to keep on going and get this block done. So it's that easy. I know some of you get scared about it. It's really not that complicated. So if you have any problems, have questions, need help, any kind of issues pop up, please reach out. Call me at the store, email. If you're local, you can come in. I can show you one-on-one, all that kind of stuff. Otherwise, you know, hopefully this works out great for you and gets that block done, because that's my goal. I'm, you know, a couple months behind already, so I need to hurry up and get this thing done. Hopefully you are following us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and oh my gosh, YouTube, all the things. There's so many I can't keep up, and that will keep you in the know of what we've got going on, sharing all our videos, new products in the store, or hopefully you're signed up for our newsletter to keep up to date with all the things new at Quilting Mayhem. Hope you have a lovely day and keep on stitching.